guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm covering 90 Day Fiance season 7 episode 13. As you probably know, this video is out a little bit late, but I'm coming back from a vacation, so I still wanted to get this video up for this week, but that's the reason why it's late. Also, I will not be putting up a video of the tell-all because I am not interested in any of these couples, so I don't care what happens to them after the show is done filming, so I'm not going to be putting up a video. I'll put up the video of the new season of I think it's before the 90 days. I'll put up the new season that airs February 23rd, but I'm not going to be putting up a tell-all for this episode. For this season. So I felt like everything was fast-tracked really quickly. They had problems. There was no way that the problem got solved, and then they got married. So I feel like for a lot of these couples, we were missing a chunk of information, which I wasn't really feeling because I had questions about different issues that they had. And then I believe two of the couples did not get married, which they both were never going to get married because they didn't even have a visa to begin with, so I don't see why they would be on a show called 90 Day Fiance. So with that being said, I'm going to start off with Anna and Marcel. So Marcel is finally back, and they have mere hours to get married before the visa gets expired. You saw initially in the season that they had planned this wedding. It looked like a honeybee theme, but because it was scrapped due to the first cancellation, they didn't have time to set up for a proper wedding, but they did the best that they could. I felt like Anna got ready really quick. Marcel got ready. I swear her boys had like suit jackets and stuff like that, but maybe when they went shopping before, they decided not to get it because they were just in like polo shirt and some dress pants. They looked pretty dressed down, but they had a makeshift wedding, the officiants and everything. It was nice to see them finally get married. Anna's son, her oldest son, did not attend. I thought it was going to be one of those things like, I'm not going to attend, and then in the end you see him like in the back like, but I'm going to still support my mom. But when that man said he's not attending, he's not attending. This man said, don't call me for nothing, I'm not showing up, and he really meant it. So I was like, okay. So they had the little ceremony, and that's kind of it with them. I think that they have some kind of love for each other, but it's very hard for me to believe that they're in love with each other because they still can't communicate. And I feel like even Marcel's vocabulary has not changed from the last time he left Anna. So that's it with them. Next we have Michael and Julianna. So they already got married in the previous episode. You kind of just see a clip of Michael and I believe his ex-wife is Sarah talking about how great the wedding was. Michael's talking about he's excited, he's happy, and then she brings up the prenup thing. She made it seem like such a big deal before. Michael says he's not getting it, and then Sarah goes, okay, I trust you. So I'm just like, it was never a big issue in the first place. It was fun drama to watch, but it was never a big issue because ultimately his ex-wife was fine with the scenario. So that's kind of it with them. This is going to be a short video because there really wasn't much to say with these people. So we have Tanya and Sinjin. They are preparing for their wedding. It's a backyard wedding as well. they're running so late, didn't really get to prepare for stuff. I don't understand why Tanya canceled the photographer, because you're already cutting corners, doing a backyard wedding, creating the decorations yourself and stuff like that. It would be really nice to have a professional photographer, but whatever. And she never told Sinjin. They didn't even write their vows until last minute, which I don't fault them for it. Like, some people prefer to do something last minute, but I felt like, Sinjin, you had a whole month when Tanya was gone. You could have wrote your vows, so like, no excuses. It was kind of rushed all over the place. She did wear a black dress. The dress was fine, but the dress looked like a dress that I would wear to a wedding, without the like that frilly part. But it looked like a regular dress I'd wear to the wedding. They decided, instead of, I guess, to have rings, they had tattoos. To each his own. Like, do whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy. I don't know, leading up to the wedding itself, it seemed like a pretty stressful day. I feel like they still have not accomplished the whole mutual agreement when it comes to children, when it comes to when they're having kids, how much kids they're having, what does Sinjin want to do for a career. None of those questions have been asked, and they've just kind of gone and gotten married. So I'm sitting here like, so you're going to have her babe? You're gonna get her pregnant? Because to me, that's what you agreed to, because there was no pushback and no agreement made. But, you know, that's none of my business. So next, oh, Emily and Sasha wasn't in this. I'm just realizing that now. So next we have Robert and Annie. Their segment wasn't long as well. I don't know how Robert was able to afford what he afforded. They had like a chapel or some kind of like church where they had the wedding. Even the way that Robert was dressed, the little Bryson, he looked adorable. There was like a theme going on, so Robert put together some money and gave her somewhat of like a wedding, which, okay, you do you. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong because I wasn't paying attention at this part, and this part was at the end, I believe he proposed to her, and that was supposed to be romantic and things of that nature. I still don't know the living situation. I don't know how Anne feels about his other kids. How is they going to interact with Bryson's mom? There was no kind of conclusion or ending to that storyline. It was just like, don't talk to my girl like that. Bye. Even his brother, his brother really didn't say anything. There was no like, my bad, you know, I'm just tripping type of thing. It's just kind of like, whatever. There's still a lot of questions on like, is Bryson gonna get his own bed? Like, that never got addressed. So we will never know. Next we have Mike and Natalie. Mike and Natalie did not get married. Mike looks like he's just done with life. He's done with Natalie. He FaceTimes her. I feel like they torture each other. I feel like they're not meant to be with each other. They both have trust issues toward each other, and they don't kind of get along on the same page with certain philosophies and ideas. So I feel like it's a good thing they didn't get married, but it was a waste of time because essentially their storyline was, what, 10 days worth of footage, because that's all he spent with her in the Ukraine. So there was really nothing to say here. She's not getting the visa. Even if she got the visa, I don't feel like Mike's in the position to marry her. So that's it with their story. Okay, next we have Blake and Jasmine. They're getting married. She did not know it was an outside park. I don't know, these people don't communicate with each other. She bought like a dress more than like a wedding dress, which that's fine. They said their vows, got married. Is Jasmine now for sure not working? Is Blake just going to be the breadwinner? Was there no negotiation? Was there no talk about, okay, this is what you're going to do versus what I'm going to do, or can you help me out for a bit? There's none of that. There was no solution to their problem, aside from she's not working and Blake needs to work harder. And now they're married. So don't know what happened with their storyline, don't know what happened with their stuff. They also came like mid-season, so I already knew there wasn't going to be a lot of content. There was a tiny bit of drama, but then that's it. His friend's just like, oh, I can see the connection. Like, no, you can't, girl. You cannot see that connection. Because I still cannot see the connection, and I've been with them for multiple episodes. I feel like, yeah, this is a cool guy, like, hanging around type of vibes, but nothing like, oh, this is the love of my life that I want to marry. Anyways, last but not least, we have Angela and Michael. They did not get married. They don't need to be on the show. Angela's deciding that she's going to get married in Nigeria. I guess she'll come back. She went to go look at the paperwork and see what's involved. She's going to need a witness on her side. To prove that, like, okay, this marriage is legitimate, which that's something she has to figure out. At least she left Michael on a good note, and she left him happy, versus being like, fuck you, Michael, and then just leaving. So with that being said, there really wasn't much to this episode. It was really boring. I don't know why they just mashed up a whole bunch of weddings in one. And then I felt like problems didn't have solutions. There was no discussion afterwards, so that was kind of like taking me out of the storyline, because it just seemed like there's missing a chunk. I will not record a video for the tell-all. I don't even know if I'm going to watch the tell-all, because I've lost interest in this season. It's not entertaining. Not one person is keeping me entertained, but I cannot wait to watch the new season, which I'll post videos up on my channel. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
I'm just a dumb cunt, fucking sick and tired of it. Maybe I could front love, maybe I could buy a zip, maybe I get fucked up. Next time I could save some. Why it's gotta be like this? Why it's gotta be that way? Put it inside. Feel so rise up, banging on that loud.